me 1 second. Okay, there we go. I was having some camera troubles. So today I'm actually multi-streaming both Kick and Twitch. I don't do that often. I mainly stream on Twitch. So if you are coming from Kick, go make sure to check me out there over on Twitch. Also, Kick chat just doesn't appear on this because Kick and Stream Elements have trouble, I guess. So yeah, I won't be able to see Kick chat on the stream overlay, or well, I guess audience members won't be. Yeah, because obviously Twitch got more lax with multi-streaming, so that's why I decided to start doing it. And also, you know, if you get banned on Twitch, I like to build audiences elsewhere, so I feel like Kick is like the second best YouTube, but I feel like it's a whole different environment, so that's what I'm deciding to do. And so yeah, we're starting with Fat Electrician, going to Internet Historians Incognito Mode, second channel. Very incognito channel. Yeah, so let us get started. The Gym That Doesn't Want You There, Planet Fitness by Fat Electrician. Let's see what he has to say about this. Well, Fat Files, but yeah, let's see what he has to say about this.
Went to run some errands with my wife the other day, and one of her errands was to go into this new gym in town and get a membership because they had like tanning beds or massage beds or something that she wanted to use.
Okay.
And we went in, and immediately nothing made any sense whatsoever, and I rapidly became convinced that they were up to something. And I'm gonna figure out what it is. Today we're talking about Planet Fitness, okay? We all know what.
Okay, context for Planet Fitness, because I have been there. I have considered it because it's the cheapest, not because it's the best necessarily. So yeah, that's the only reason I've ever considered it. But let's see what he has to, if he even has to add anything onto it, because like I kind of have some preconceived notions myself. So let's see if this verifies them or maybe adds to them or changes them completely.
Planet Fitness is, we've all seen the memes on the internet. I'm not going to waste time with the big intro. We're going to get the ad out of the way, and then I'm going to be unhinged the entire time.
Got it.
Let's get to the ad.
That's what I'm here for. Actually, I'm going to let this play out.
Delete me.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You had to go to school and pay for my school.
Oh, if I say delete me, if you say delete me, I'll pay for your school.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good. Good job.
Okay, there he
All right,
went.
you guys know the deal. Delete me.
Okay, so yeah, let the little segment play out. I have considered playing these out because, like, you know, they do little skits, but at the same time, it's mostly informational. So I'm just going to skip this. I've gotten, you know, stuff about ads in the past, so you know what? I don't think there's anything I could add to this. Last 5 to 10
If you want to
seconds.
give it a try, I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to
Go use that discount code. I'll add that much.
the video. All right, so here's
so
what happened.
go
I took
support
my
'em.
wife into Planet Fitness. We walk in immediately. I'm drawn to the fact that everything's hideous. It's Barney purple. It literally looks like the engineer from the McDonald's play place
Right.
in a gym. So immediately in my head, I'm like, why on earth would you do this? And I'm like, oh, they probably bought it because nobody else was buying the Barney purple gym equipment. They probably got a really good deal on it at a steep discount, and that's why the membership's so cheap. That makes sense. Okay. Moving on. Then I see like the 6-foot tall poster on the wall of all the rules for the gym, and like some of them are like fine, like, you know, no grunting, which, you know, a little bit of grunting, fine. But if you're like screaming, obviously being annoying,
Right.
I can see where that's an issue. No dropping the weights. Again, you drop a little bit of weight, not a big deal. You drop 600 pounds that you can barely lift. Yeah, you're being a dickhead. Like,
Yeah.
I get that, but the rules.
Yeah, obviously there is probably some degree of sensibility with some of these rules. Like, don't try to be like overly abusive to the equipment, for example. Like, if you're lifting a 100-pound weight, you got to make sure to set it down as gently as possible. You can't just like drop that, or at least, I mean, people do it. I'm sure it's relatively fine, but from a gym perspective, probably not so much. Even if the equipment isn't broken, people are trying to like focus on hearing a big thud. from a heavy weight dropping is probably not the ideal.
Get progressively more insane, like no bringing personal gym equipment. Like I can't bring a jump rope to the gym. What are we talking about? No powerlifting. Again, what's the definition of powerlifting to these people? Because if you're not grunting and you're not dropping the weight, what's the issue with moving a lot of weight? Don't really understand. No 1 gallon jugs of water. What? Why do you care what I'm carrying water around in?
You'd keep your mouth shut if you knew it was good for you, buddy.
What? Yeah, what does 1 gallon of water have to do with workout? Like, what's the point?
At this point, I become convinced that this is just an ugly-ass gym that's being run by somebody that runs an HOA as well. It's just somebody that's micromanaging the shit out of everybody else on the planet for no fucking reason. And then the kicker, no tank tops, obviously.
I mean, an HOA is even worse because, you know, that's property that you own. And so you have the right to, you should at least have the right to do whatever you want on the property. At least Planet Fitness, it's like, well, you don't own anything. You're just just using it. The facilities there, whatever. But yeah, that's why I have a gripe with HOAs.
Obviously, I'm out. I'm not going to a gym that doesn't support the Second Amendment, but you know, whatever. This isn't for me. My wife wants to go here. I don't have to go here. It's fine. She can get the membership to use the tanning bed. Whatever.
Right.
So after the tour, she goes, she fills out the paperwork. She, you know, checks a little box yes to agree to the contract. And then she hands the paperwork back to the clerk. And the clerk is like, okay, now we just need a blank check. And I'm like, I'm going to pay with a credit card instead. And then you can just keep the credit card on file. Like, I don't know, every other business on the planet. At which point the clerk informs me, we don't take credit cards. We have to have a blank check. It's the only way we'll accept your membership. That's our policy.
What?
Why?
Okay, immediately, I know what the issue is. I know why this policy exists because I'm part owner of Pepperbox TV, which is a subscription-based streaming service. This is also a subscription-based business, and one of the biggest loss of subscriptions is when people like lose their credit card or debit card and then they forget to resubscribe to your service, and that's how you lose a bunch of subscriptions. They're trying to avoid that by getting direct access to your bank account because at the bottom of every check is your routing number and your checking account number. Okay, that makes
that's honestly really smart. Just everyone's just going to use like this basically sly way to make sure that we can access your money, even if like what we consider, you know, contemporary payment methods like credit cards aren't available. We still have direct access to that bank account. The only way you're getting out now is if you explicitly say so, or you just get rid of or change your routing number, and therefore the routing number on file is no longer applicable.
Sense, pretty smart. The reason I don't do it and most other subscription services don't do it is because it's kind of a big ask from the customer to be like, hey, just give me all your banking information, direct access to your bank account.
Especially with an online service that can, you know, be hacked. I mean, obviously, so can Planet Fitness, but at least gyms that are physical, you know, that's the whole point of a gym. Back in the day, at least, you just went up, said, hey, here's my info, keep it safe. They're like, sure, no problem. There wasn't really much of a risk of, you know, malicious people getting their hands on it unless they either physically broke in or, you know, were working there. But other than that, there wasn't really much of a risk. So now it's like, you know, just anyone can hack into online banking and other online services and get information much easier than back, you know, even 30, 40 years ago.
I'll be responsible with it, which is an even bigger ask when you're running a gym where everything is Barney purple.
Bro, what the fuck you mean, dog?
So obviously, I don't want to give them direct access to my bank account, but I want to be able to get this gym membership for my wife, so I offer a compromise, which is like, hey, I'm not going to give you access to my bank account, but I will pay for the entire 1-year membership up front right now, and we can just be done with it. Just take the cash. That's what you're after, right? Businesses are trying to make money, and the clerk is like, no, we have to have a blank check.
Hold up.
I mean, corporate strategy.
A minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, red alarms all over my head like you have to have my banking information. Why? Okay, this entire time I was under the impression you guys were trying to get money, but apparently you're not trying to get money because I'm offering you money and you're saying, no, we won't accept that. We'll only accept your banking information. So you're not trying to get money. You're trying to get my personal banking information, which sounds like a fucking scam. I've got to figure out what's going on. Okay, so we leave, we go home, I start looking into it, nothing makes any sense. I knew Planet Fitness was big, but they are massive. They're way bigger than I would have ever thought. This company is valued at $7 billion, and they made $1.3 billion last year. Okay, but that's not the issue in that of itself.
Honestly, that's what, roughly 7 times larger valuation than their actual revenue. It's not as big as I thought it would be, given that it's a publicly traded company. I feel like when I've looked at stocks on the occasion I have, it's usually like into like the tens of times larger stock value than the actual revenue stream of the company.
If it's a big company, yeah, like what?
Unless, of course, it's a failing stock that no one has any trust in, then it's going to be weak.
Whatever, that's fine, but here's the kicker. They only have 2,722 locations, which is a lot, but it's not a lot when you realize they have 21 million members. That's more than 7,500 members per location. That shouldn't be possible.
Right.
Okay, this is a 20,000 square feet.
Now, again, I've looked into it. I know you can sign up on the app, so it's someone from like Nebraska living in like the middle of nowhere signing up for it just to sign up for it, like because I don't remember if you have to have like a gym near you. I don't think so. I think it'll just be like, yeah, this is the gym you go to, or this is the gym you'll be going to. You only have access to this gym on like the minimum tier. If you want nationwide, you have to upgrade. Yada yada. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure if like someone from just like Nebraska is like, yeah, I'll sign up and then maybe I'll go 100 miles to like the biggest city where there's a Planet Fitness. I don't know if it's even possible for them because there's no gym within reasonable distance. So it's like, oh yeah, here's their location. There's no gym in a reasonable distance, but we still want your money, so you can still sign up.
Facility, which has a maximum capacity of 200, and maximum capacity isn't defined by this is how many people can be working out in the gym at one time efficiently. No, maximum capacity is determined by the fire marshal with like how many motherfuckers can we fit in this room without people dying in a fire trying to rush out. So it's
right, like that includes employees, clients, any other workers that might be there, like say they need to do some renovations or remodeling or something. Those all count towards capacity.
7,500 members. If 1% of your members show up at any given time, which seems pretty likely, you're telling me that every piece of equipment in the gym would be taken up. And if 3 to 5% show up, there'd be so many people crammed in this gym that it would create a fire hazard. And somehow you're just operating away. And when I was in there in person, there was like 4 people there.
Right.
What is going on? So I start scouring the internet like I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. Obviously, whatever they're doing is genius because they're making $1 billion a year on gym memberships that seemingly nobody's using. And then it dawns on me, oh, they sell gym memberships but don't actually want you to use the gym. It's genius.
Yeah.
It defies all business 101.
I mean, that's kind of the logic behind subscriptions in a nutshell. Like, the idea for the business is use it as little as possible. Like, you know, even streaming services like, you know, Hulu, you know, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, HBO Max, whatever the case may be, Netflix, you know, they don't necessarily want you watching because their revenue is your subscription. So ideally, they could just, you know, invest maybe $100 million a year into just making sure people are employed and working on like the service for the people that do end up watching on occasion, while not investing any money into like productions of their own. Now, of course, Netflix and all these companies in reality do that because and spend billions doing that because they want to attract more paying subscribers. But in like a perfect scenario where they already reach their limit, blah blah blah, you know, all that good stuff. They just want you paying while not really demanding that Netflix or whoever is like spending money buying or making new content to attract more people, because I mean, once you reach the limit, it's like, okay, so we don't need to make any more content, at least except to keep subscribers, and most people probably aren't watching regularly enough to justify this. But yeah, I mean, they still do it. So I assume either A, they, for whatever reason, think that making more content will keep subscriber counts up, or B, they're just deciding to make content, new content for people for not much of a reason. But I can tell you they're probably not, they probably prefer they just not watch, like Netflix probably prefers they just don't watch the content that you pay for, because that way they don't have to invest any money into making more content. So same logic here.
But in this one particular instance, it's absolutely genius, right? Business 101, give the customer what they want. Every other gym on the planet has been built with, I'm building a gym, I'm going to build a gym for people that go to the gym so they give me money. Planet Fitness didn't say that.
And honestly, you kind of see this in Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness's marketing, the gym for everyone, overweight. Hold on, give me 1 second. A little something in my throat. But yeah, Planet Fitness obviously, markets themselves you being fat, fit, scrawny, strong, whatever the case may be, we're the gym for you. Now, most people that aren't, like super buff, weight trainer guys or something like that, or maybe super slim marathon women, most of these people aren't going to the gym on a regular basis. There's a reason the average person is slightly unhealthy, they're not going to the gym. So Planet Fitness has this like brilliant model where it's like, well, we don't care if you actually come to our gym. Like, we don't care if you're one of those gym bros or something. Just give us money, and if you show up, okay, but we're kind of relying on you not showing up. And that's even more important for Planet Fitness than it would be a streaming platform, because the overhead is a whole different thing. Like, if the people who are paying to use the gym actually use it, that means you have to invest into the gym. Whereas it doesn't matter if someone's watching content on a streaming service or not. The bottom line is it's still the same service, There's no scalability outside of just make sure the thing works and has content on it for the people who do actually want to watch it. Whereas a gym, it's like, no, you have to show up. Or if your paying subscribers use their subscription, you need a sufficient facility, either that or more facilities, to supply all that demand. Which Planet Fitness doesn't have. I think that was not muted. For some reason, it's muting and stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea.
Planet Fitness said, I'm going to build a gym and find people to pay for it and then convince them not to use it. Because when you zoom out, what is a gym selling? A gym isn't selling an experience. A gym isn't selling a good time. Nobody goes to the gym because they like going to the gym because it's fun.
Wrong.
I know the comments are going to disagree, but
right.
Ultimately, nobody starts working out because they're like, I just really want to pick something heavy up and put it down. No, you work out because you want to be in shape and fit and look good. And that is something that pretty much everybody wants to do. That's not true. Some people enjoy being in a bigger body. Shut the fuck up. That is not true. I know it's not true because every pop star in the past decade that made their entire career on being big, but they're still hot and sexy, the millisecond Ozempic, aka the vaccine for being fat, came out. They all got on it, lost 100 pounds, and
yeah, true. Like, that's the thing. No one actually wants to feel the effects of being overweight, you know? That's the thing. And so once the opportunity for losing weight comes along, people are like, okay, time to actually lose weight. Now, of course, a lot of people don't want to put in the work for that, and that's why there is such an issue with obesity. But yeah, yeah.
Now, their Instagram is full of nothing but them working out at the gym 24/7. That's a fucking lie.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
And whoever runs Planet Fitness correctly saw this because they went, oh, our niche isn't meatheads that are in the gym all the time that are jacked and really big and strong. Our niche is everybody. But that 1% of the population that's already, yoked up meatheads that are lifting in the gym all the time, they're already having their needs met by other gyms. So rather than opening up a gym and trying to compete for that 1%, what if we just opened up a gym and tried to take the other 99%? It's brilliant. Which raises the question, how do you market?
Honestly, on the surface, this doesn't sound like a good business model because when everyone's your customer, nobody's your customer. You're not niching enough. But, I mean, the thing is, health is a universal thing. So if you can kind of find your way to weasel into that universal niche, whatever, then you're able to be like, then you're able to maximize revenue. So, and again, everyone wants to feel like they're doing something to be healthy. That's a universal human trait. So there's really no reason not to like expand beyond that, because it's not like, like a burger place needs to stick to burgers. A video game company, a first-person shooter video game company needs to stick to first-person shooters. Whereas, because there's like a very particular market for that. Even Twitch streamers and the like need to know their audience, their particular audience. And but like with health and fitness and all that, you don't really need to be so concerned with that because everyone wants to feel healthy and fit and so on and so forth. So it does make sense why Planet Fitness would try this business model.
To these people, because there's obviously a reason these people aren't going to the gym. We got to figure out what that reason is, and the biggest reason is they're intimidated or they don't know what to do. They've never worked out in their life. They walk into a gym, they see a bunch of big tattooed strong guys lifting up heavy weights, banging shit around, being loud. They get intimidated. They think this isn't the place for me. If I try to do what they're doing, I'm gonna look weak, I'm gonna look stupid, they're gonna have negative thoughts about me, everybody's gonna be judging me, which is 99% of the time ridiculous. People at the gym will absolutely help you. The biggest, strongest dude in that gym is probably the nicest guy on the planet, but it's not the vibe they give off, so a lot of people get intimidated. And that is absolutely true. I've been coaching jujitsu for years and years, and I can't tell you the amount of people that tell me, I really want to try jujitsu, but I need to get in shape first. The people that think they need to get in shape before they go to the gym is insane. It's counterintuitive. Like, you go to the gym to get in shape. You don't have to get in shape to go to the gym, but that's what people think.
Spare me.
So Planet Fitness is like, okay, the big scary gym dudes are scaring off all the normal people.
Right.
What do we do about that? I know.
We kick out the gym dudes that aren't really even that big of a percentage of our target base anyways, kind of thing, like, so they still are kind of niching down in the fact that there is a demographic they're actively discouraging from showing up to the gym, but it's not really niching down when you consider you can probably count the percentage of people like that on one hand.
Discriminate against the big scary meatheads. Okay, how do you discriminate against a group of people? Step one, you got to have a good slur, right?
Yes, we do.
You got to have a catchy derogatory term to describe these people. So we're going to invent one. What are these meathead guys? Well, they're hunks, but also they're lame because they're scaring everybody. We're going to call them lunks. And then we're going to get the lunk alarm, which is a big red fucking siren that'll go off in the gym if anybody's being a douchebag or lifting heavy weight. And that'll discriminate against these guys so they don't want to work out there.
You're right, that's a lot less annoying than grunting.
Then we're going to run this gym like it's an HOA. We're going to have a little bit of redlining, if you will. We're
Okay.
going to institute a bunch of policies that directly target these people to let them know they're not welcome. What are they doing? They're walking around drinking water out of a gallon jug. No gallon jugs. They're wearing tank tops, showing off how big their arms are. No tank tops. What are they doing? They're dropping weights. They're lifting heavy things. They're grunting. They're being loud because they're actually working out. Not allowed.
Believe it or not, jail.
And then they had a diabolical stroke of genius, and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to get rid of free weights altogether. Planet Fitness is just going to have cardio machines and then weight machines with cables. No free weights whatsoever.
Aside from dumbbells, yeah.
And then we're going to paint everything Barney purple. That way, if any meathead does try to go into Planet Fitness and wants to film shit for their Instagram where they're flexing in the mirror or whatever, it's going to get ruined by this Barney purple equipment. And then everybody's going to know that they're working out at Planet Fitness, which is going to have a negative stigma in the
He asked me, how did you get so big? So I told him I train at Planet Fitness. Big in what way?
meathead community anyways, which is going to further keep these people out. Then we're going to blast our marketing out as no gym intimidation at Planet Fitness, and a bunch of people are going to flock to it, and that's exactly what happened, and that's why they have 20 million members. It's literally an entire business model built on discrimination, and to be honest with you, I think it's kind of funny.
This is our stretching area.
I lift things up.
So not only does this discrimination tactic get them a ton of new subscriptions, it also saves them a ton of money, because you know who ruins and breaks all the gym equipment? The big meatheads that are in there trying to break their new record, lifting more weight than they actually should be.
Yeah, and this goes back to like why it makes sense for them to say don't drop, you know, the weights and all that, because again, that obviously puts extra wear on the equipment and maybe even some of the padding that they're dropping it on. But yeah, I mean, it does make sense to a degree because you know, working out is tough, you know, so like of course like you're going to start like losing your ability to lift 100 pounds as you work out for like a 30 minutes straight. You're going to end up slipping and dropping things. That's just a natural reaction to like exhaustion. But yeah, like basically in this scenario, there's no situation where you should be exhausted because they've basically set it up, so, or rather, so that you wouldn't be overly exhausted.
Ruining equipment, and guess who's not at that gym dropping and ruining equipment? All the meatheads. So now they have a longer life on all of their equipment, so they're actually making more money per member. Okay, but I know what you're thinking. Anybody could become a meathead. All you got to do is go to the gym, put in hard work for a sustained period of time, and then eventually you're going to be a jacked gym person too. Their own members are going to be turning into meatheads, which ruins the entire strategy. Unless we guarantee that nobody becomes a meathead or nobody keeps lifting at the gym for a sustained period of time. And how are we going to do that? We're going to give away free fucking pizza.
Add 3 pounds to the scale.
True.
In the locker room before you go home.
Also, the times I have seen it, the inside of a Planet Fitness, I have never seen anyone overly exerting themselves per se. Like I've never seen like someone on the treadmill just like sprinting for like 10 minutes, doing like a 10-minute sprint, you know, or elliptical, like, you know, people just like get there, do like a casual walk or something like that instead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the gym for a period of time was known for giving out free pizza to its members. I think they quit doing it during COVID, but the entire strategy is just fucking diabolical. Like I get a new person coming in here, they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to be in shape, they do a hard workout, they feel like they've accomplished something, and then they walk by freshly baked pizza and they're like, you know what? I did work hard. I'm going to go ahead and have a slice. And then they just...
Right. Yeah. And it's like the reward loop, right? Like you're like, you work hard, so to speak. So you want to treat yourself with the thing that you worked hard to not do, not engage in, whatever. So yeah, just like this loop of, I don't want this anymore because I want to be fit in this scenario. So I don't want pizza in this case because I want to be fit. So then I work out, become, you know, in theory, become more fit. So then I'll reward myself with that pizza, and it's just a circle, a loop.
undo all the hard fucking work they did so they never gain any progress, ensuring that A, they never become a jacked gym person, or B, they don't see any progress over the course of months and months and they get discouraged and they quit. Which is the ultimate goal, because the only way you make gym equipment last longer than banning the meatheads is by banning everybody. If the gym equipment never gets used, it can't get worn out. Fucking
true.
science.
Natural wear will always be slower than putting something through its paces.
Get off the scale.
So that's our product. That's what Planet Fitness is. Planet Fitness is a gym specifically designed for people that don't go to the gym. Okay, that's fine. It's obviously making a lot of money, but this doesn't answer the question, why the fuck do you need my banking information? Well, because you know who cancels their gym memberships? People that don't go to the fucking gym.
Right.
They're paying a gym membership.
We're fat and we're broke.
So now we get to the root of the problem. How do you keep somebody subscribed and paying for a service that they're probably not actually using? Well, you make it super cheap and hope they forget about it. And that's why Planet Fitness is like the cheapest gym out there. It's $15 a month. Or if you want their extra fancy card, it's $25 a month, their black card that allows you to have like access to the tanning beds and the massage beds and a bunch of other stuff. And then you can also go to any Planet Fitness in the country and you're allowed to bring a friend with you every time you go for free. Hey, that's the plan. Super cheap. They forget they have a gym membership. They keep paying us. They don't come in. They don't use our equipment. Everything goes great. Next problem, if they forget they even have a gym membership, when that 1-year contract elapses, they're obviously not going to renew it because they forgot they had it. Now we bought ourselves 12 months, but what are we going to do in 12 months when we lose all of our members? Well, we're going to write it into the contract when they first come in and start their gym membership that unless they cancel, it's automatically going to renew.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So now the only way these customers are going to stop paying Planet Fitness is if they actually cancel their membership, which raises a question. What if they cancel because they still might, because again, they're probably statistically not using this service.
True. I guess make it incredibly hard to cancel.
And this is where their business model goes from genius to diabolical and shitty. In order to have them not cancel their membership, we're going to make it as painful and monotonous as humanly possible. Step one, all of our memberships are going to have an annual membership fee that's going to be $49 a year, and then you pay the monthly membership on top of that, kind of like a credit card, which is probably why they call their premium membership the Black Card, because they're just ripping off Amex's business strategy. You know, because they charge an annual fee for their credit card, and then the fanciest Amex that you can have is the Amex Black Card. Now, obviously, charging $50 up front and then charging the first month's fee.
That's actually an interesting thing, calling it, because like that's the thing, the Black Card is like the most prestigious credit card you could have, right? That's like how you show you really got a lot of money in the bank. So yeah, this is obviously the same kind of idea. That's the prestige.
Is going to make it hard to get new members. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it's only $1 when you come in to create your membership, but then every year after that, it's $49 billed immediately. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. Why would this make people more likely to keep their membership if they're going to start getting billed even more money? Well, it's because it's billed automatically. And remember, you've probably forgotten that you have this gym membership until you see a bigger charge on your card randomly for $50. And then you look into it and you're like, oh shit, I still have that gym membership. I need to go in and cancel that. So you call in, at which point they will inform you, oh, well, because you've had a membership, even if it's just 1 day so far this year, we're still charging you the annual fee for the membership. So we're not giving you back your $49, but you can still cancel your membership. However, because that membership 12-year contract automatically renewed, it's also a $58 buyout fee. Now, it is damn near as expensive to cancel your membership as it is to just keep it. So most people are going to be like, fuck it, just keep it, and I'll remember in 12 months to cancel it then at the right time.
Right.
Never will.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now, the other option is you're somebody like me, you kind of have an attitude problem, and when somebody screws you over, you just don't ever want to work with them again. Like, fine, I'll front the money, I'll pay it. I don't ever want to work with you ever again.
Yeah.
That's fine. So you call in and try to cancel your membership. You're willing to pay all these fees to leave, and then you're informed you're not allowed to cancel your membership over the phone. You have to come into the gym to do it. But it can't just be any Planet Fitness. It has to be the Planet Fitness where you originally started your membership, which raises a question. What the fuck do I do if I move to a different part of the country? I have to catch a flight back to the previous location that I lived to cancel this membership? No. that would be outrageous. They have a remote option, and that remote option is to send them a certified letter requesting your cancellation, okay? Not send a letter, send a certified letter. For those of you that don't know what that means,
certified letter is a U.S. Postal Service, USPS, a service that provides the sender with a mailing receipt, online tracking, and confirmation of delivery, requiring a recipient's signature. It is used for important legal or sensitive documents to create a verifiable paper trail with an optional return receipt for a copy of the signature. Yeah, this should be, illegal.
you can't just grab a letter, put a stamp on it, put it in your mailbox, and lift the little flag up. No. You got to take your happy ass all the way to the fucking post office, and then they have to pay extra postage to have it be a certified letter to make sure they get it.
Oh, you're serious.
Remember, this is all by design. Make it as painful and monotonous as possible so they don't cancel their membership, so they just go, fuck it, I guess I'm just paying them $15 a month for the rest of forever because this is frustrating as shit. Okay, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, remember who their niche target audience is. At the end of the day, I'm not saying everybody at Planet Fitness is like this, but a significant portion are, because this is who they cater to. A significant portion of the people that go to Planet Fitness experience extreme social anxiety. Remember, they're marketing to people that are so self-conscious and so socially anxious that they can't fathom lifting weights in a room where somebody big and strong is also lifting weights, because they're fearing that they're going to get judged and that's going to make them feel bad. And now the only way to cancel this membership is to go in person and be confrontational with a person, which is something they're not likely to do. Again, making it extremely unlikely that somebody's going to cancel their membership.
Outside bad. The sun's scary. He's not my friend. He wants to hurt me. We're in a safe room.
And this finally answers my original question. Why the fuck do you need my banking information? Put yourself in their average customer's shoes. You have extreme social anxiety. You do not like confrontation with other people, especially in person. You do not want people having negative thoughts towards you. You loathe that feeling. And now you're stuck in a situation where you can either pay them $15 or $25 a month or put yourself through that. Or there is a third option. You could just cancel the debit card or credit card or report it stolen, then they won't have your info anymore, and then they can't bill you. Membership terminated, and that's why they want your bank account information, so you can't even fucking do that. Now,
change your bank account, but other than that, you're probably not going to do that.
You are forced into one of two options. Option A, you jump through all their bullshit hoops that they've manufactured to make sure are as difficult and monotonous as possible, and then finally cancel your membership. Or B, you go and call your bank and tell them, quit giving my money to Planet Fitness, at which point Planet Fitness can legally still charge you internally and then send it off to collections on their behalf. This issue became so bad that the FTC finally stepped in. They tried to pass a law that's still pending, basically saying gyms can't do this shit. So Planet Fitness has since added an option where you are allowed to cancel your membership online. Obviously, they've made it as difficult as humanly possible to find. So difficult, in fact, that if you YouTube how to cancel your Planet Fitness membership, there's multiple videos with tens of thousands of views. And when you read the comments, a lot of them say, this still doesn't work. I've been trying to cancel my Planet Fitness membership for over a year. One of the top comments even said they had to get a lawyer to send a cease and desist to get Planet Fitness to stop billing their account, and they still haven't done it, and he's planning on taking them to court and suing them.
Yeah.
And then from what I'm able to gather online, apparently because it's a franchise and different owners own different Planet Fitnesses, they can institute their own policy where even if you do cancel online, they still make you come in and cancel in person, meaning what the fuck is the point? So
which, it would go against corporate, which means it's possible to still sue them, blah, blah, blah. Assuming this law actually passes at some point, which Planet Fitness is probably paying off the government, so it won't. So, yay, I love the government and all that. Anyways,
that's the entire business model. Basically, we'll make a gym that functions like an HOA so we can filter out all the people that we don't want. Then, once we get all the people we do want that aren't confrontational, we'll make it as difficult as possible for them to ever leave.
Because here at Globo Gym, we're better than you. And we know it.
And that's why they can have 7,500 members per location, which originally didn't make sense, but it makes sense now. It's just a diabolical money.
It's like, how many of those people don't actually want their subscription, but they're like, I'm trapped in a stupid loop where I'll forever be in debt to Planet Fitness.
machine. It was such a good idea. Create a place for non-gym people to go work out at the gym and become gym people where they didn't have to fear getting judged, which you don't have to fear that at 99% of gyms anyways, but people feel that way. So they catered to those people. They wanted to get more people healthy and in the gym, and it's just the worst fucking execution and follow through you could possibly imagine. So needless to say, I will not be giving my banking information to Planet Fitness. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, maybe drink some Echelon, all that's over at .com. Quack bang. Out.
Like, dude, I knew they were scummy. I didn't realize they were that low.
Doing a hit piece video. I don't enjoy doing these. It happened. Okay. I don't know what to say.
I feel like every one of his videos like this is a hit piece in some regard.
Hey, I'm gonna get fucking sued one of these days. See you later.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good video. I'm gonna let this play out a little more. See if there's for now. You know, I was going to see if there was anything more to that video, but
the reason is they're intimidated.
Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, I was going to see if that was going to add any more context. Anyways, let's get over to the next video. Where? Okay, yeah, here it is. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on with this. Okay, I'll see you in a second. So now, white screen, we got dating by Incognito Mode, aka the Internet Historian.
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Okay.
No, too fat. Too ugly.
Uh-huh.
Next. Way too old. You, a match with me? Next. Who's this? Next. That's who it is. Oh, yeah, she's kind of cute.
She?
Next. A match. So.
He's going to get his thing filled up.
What do you like to do for fun?
A literal match. Let's go.
Go on.
Uh-huh. I can relate. No, I can't, but not quite. Where to find a women.
How long have you been married?
I think that's 7-8 years now.
7-8 years, yeah.
78 years? Nah.
I mean, look, it takes less time to get a PhD than that.
Exactly.
You're an expert. We're going to help young men figure out how to meet ladies.
Let's do it.
I don't know, if I was...
You know, it's like, hey, it takes less time to get a PhD, so yeah, you're an expert. You got your PhD in marriage.
Like, single, and I didn't want to use an app.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to do. Except, like, wander around on the street.
Yeah, like vagrants.
Like, hello?
Do you have any love and affection? Love and affection, please?
I'd paint a tan line on my wedding ring finger.
Right.
And just kind of, you know, wave it around.
A tan line.
What?
I've seen those videos where people sit on a park bench, have painted themselves silver, and pretend to be a statue. Now, in terms of strategies of getting people to sit close to you,
I mean,
and then giving them a scare. That's a pretty good one.
You're a rare metal too. You're shiny. You're attractive in that way.
It's good at scaring people. Not sure if it's good at keeping them there though.
Ladies love that.
I've got it.
Let's hear it.
All right, so you're the silver guy. You're on the bench.
The silver guy.
Uh-huh.
She's next to you. You can listen in for a while to
Right.
get a feel for her likes and dislikes.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So then you club her in the head and drag her to your cave.
They love that.
I like the disclaimer. They don't love that.
Like an assertive man.
What are you supposed to do? Where are you supposed to...
Don't do that.
Library? Who the f*** goes to the library except for, like... It's like just where homeless people hang out now, right?
Now.
We could date the homeless.
We could date the homeless.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. How come no one's done this service?
The desperate are desperate.
Date the
They're
homeless.
a good target. And they're out there. They're not on the apps. They're out there.
True.
You know what I mean? And they need. They require. in general.
Yeah.
The problem is there is a far higher ratio of homeless men to homeless women. So I think it's
Hey man, and if you swing that way, you get a little gay. I mean, I guess you could go for it. Or if you're a woman watching this, which I'm not sure if many women would be watching this. You know, I don't think I want to take internet historian as a strongly women-based creator or someone like me on Twitch. If you're watching the reaction, even on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, for a woman, I guess you could give it a shot or gay. Either way, that rhymes. But yeah.
About 4 homeless men to every
Hey,
one.
hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Right, right.
Increase the number of homeless women.
You're a woman, eviction. You know, get out. We need more homeless women for men trying to look for dates.
This is called big picture thinking. This is blue ocean marketing, they call this.
Right.
You're zeroing in on what's important here.
Yeah.
The damsel in distress. The lady wants to be rescued. The man wants to be the rescuer.
Yeah.
So if we simply made all the women more in distress.
Yeah, see, the damsel in food insecurity. This is what
That's
we need
quite
to be
good.
aiming
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And then you're like, hey, Chipotle. Because there might be some nice homeless ladies out there.
Right, right.
Might.
Might.
Is it? Okay.
No, go on. I want to hear your statement.
I think that one will just get me in trouble.
This so far is just
it's like this isn't going to get you in trouble. I might get in trouble for this. By the way, multi-streaming, both Kick and Twitch. Go check both out. I might get banned on Twitch. Not so confident not so likely on Kick. So you know, support on both platforms would be great. Thank you.
Board. This is copacetic.
Well, okay. Obviously, you and I are not domestic abusers.
Obviously.
We've got confirmation though. We got their word. Do we got anything else confirming it? Like state orders.
This has yet to be proven. In
10 out of 10.
It's
Yet to be proven. There's no proof either way.
Couldn't have a more perfect score.
S tier.
With that in mind...
Yes, you could. You could be accused of being a domestic abuser and proven innocent in the court of law. That would be a much better score. Seeing as there would be, you know, records of you not being like that.
Go to one of those shelters and you just hang around outside and you're one of the good guys.
I'm one of the good.
It's like...
Isn't...
You know what I mean? It's like there'll be a high traffic of women going in and out.
Okay.
So it's kind of like...
That's true because like you don't start like a food cart in a part of town that has no foot traffic.
Right.
Correct.
You got to get the volume of customers.
Yes.
You got to have...
No, you gotta meet people where they are.
Right.
It's business 101.
Yep. Where can we go to find a better ratio of women?
How can you increase the density of a woman per square foot? Open a Home Goods? Open a
You know, that might work too.
I know what to do. I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
A profession with most ladies. Hold on, let me Google that.
There you go.
Personal carers.
Childcare workers and teachers' aides.
All right, get this. I get this. You find a woman, you marry her, you have a kid.
Yeah.
You put that kid in daycare.
Yeah.
There's where the ladies are. She's right there.
Hey, he's cracked.
Perfect. Already, get yourself a woman, have a kid, then you'll get yourself a woman. Perfect logic right there. There's no flaws whatsoever in that logic.
Cracked it.
What do you think?
That, or you dress up as a kid. You
okay, John?
The little propeller beanie with the multicolored.
But you dazzle her with, you know, your knowledge of poetry.
And
it's like, you got to speak somewhat grammatically incorrect. Like, you know, you can't say, I speak English very well. I'm a very sophisticated person. You say, I speak English good. I am a sophisticated person. You see that slight grammatical error with good versus well. That will convince the ladies that you're kind of stupid. But it'll be that will be the convincing part. Is just make it dumb enough. Not so dumb you look unsophisticated. Dumb enough that you convince them you're a 5-year-old. Okay, I'm going to get off this topic before it gets weirder.
Dinosaur taxonomy.
Right.
Oh, crazy. You sound just like Kierkegaard. And then, wow, teacher, thank you. That was such an important lesson. I'll remember it forever. You say, as you take off the pinwheel hat and grow 3 more feet, revealing yourself to be an adult the whole time.
Yeah.
What you say? A date, please, teacher.
That will work.
Oh yeah, you know what's a way that they always meet women in like TV shows? They'll like run into a girl carrying like a crate full of papers.
Okay.
Or like bumps a guy holding a coffee and he spills the coffee on himself.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Begins patting him down unthinkingly. Oh, whoops, I'm patting all over his body.
I know.
And then the conversation goes from there.
It's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Of course, that's what we should be doing. Walking around with coffee all the time, standing in doorways. And then that way, women bump into us. Oh, I spilled coffee on myself. And then you try to get the conversation going.
Yeah, I see.
And if you get a bit tired from doing that all day,
right?
Take a sip of the coffee.
Hey,
the cold coffee that's been sitting in my hand for 5 hours straight.
Get some energy.
First of all, you're going to need to make sure the coffee is not too hot. Otherwise, sustained, repeated heat damage over time.
Yeah.
That's going to cause some scarring.
And it can't be too
Right.
cold either, because then, you know,
Right.
if you spill that on her, she's going to be like, do you have nowhere to be? Are you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, but how do you keep it heated? You just sit there like your hands in the sunlight, keeping the coffee nice and warm, while the rest of you's in the shade. You got like a giant, tan down to like right here around your wrist. It's like, how do you get that tan? There's no winning really because, evidence.
What are you doing with your life?
You're going to have to bring changes of shirt.
Right.
Because if you already have a coffee stain,
You got a backpack?
she's going to know something's up.
Or at the very least,
Right.
she's going to be like, this guy can't be trusted with beverages.
Right. Yeah.
But you see, or you could have it scalding hot so that you burn her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she embroils you in a lawsuit.
Okay.
But get this,
Yeah.
you get to spend a lot of time with her in the courtroom.
True.
Exactly.
You
Not sure that's the time you want, but you get time with her.
poured boiling water on her.
And you've got counsel there as well. So if you say anything inappropriate, the lawyer will be like, no, don't say that.
Right,
so
right.
You got like a wingman
Yeah.
with you.
Exactly. You got
A paid wingman, which is the best wingman because he'll have infinitely more desire to make sure you don't mess up.
like a Cyrano de Bergerac.
Who the hell is
What?
that?
A Cyrano de...
Who?
Do you not know what Cyrano de Bergerac is?
Mr. E, do you know who Cyrano de Bergerac is?
De Bergerac.
He's shaking his head so wildly left and right that he's going to injure himself.
It's like the big nose guy.
Dude, why is he always with like his editor? Like, I don't think he's gay, so his editor just sits there with him while he's like doing these more podcast-esque videos. Like,
who's too ugly to talk to the women, but he knows really how to talk to them. So he tells you what to say from behind a bush to say to the girl so that you can get her love.
Oh, is that from Mitchell and Webb?
I mean, I feel like there would be like a movie or something like that.
No, that's classic literature, actually, is what that is.
Oh, no, I think
Right.
Blackadder does it as well.
It's a French play
You know what? It's
from 1897.
That's what they
Not
call
as old as I thought it would
dramatic
be.
irony, Mr. Tron.
You mean
Dramatic irony is a storytelling device where the audience knows crucial information that the characters do not.
when the audience knows that you're dumb?
I mean, sure, I guess. Yo, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. You can share your Kit community to help you hit $200 on her. Yeah, appreciate the follow. I could check out Discord and stuff. Anyways, let's just not focus about that on stream right now. You can always do that later. Let's continue on with the video though.
Did you get my joke? Did you get that joke?
I did get that. That's a good joke. Yeah, that's
Great joke.
Thank you. I just want to make sure you understood
yeah.
it. Anyways, okay.
Nothing goes over my head except for Cecilia de
I'm not very
Bergerac or
funny.
whatever that was.
I'm not very funny. So if I say anything mildly funny, I need you to know about it because I'm not very funny. Okay?
Hold on. All right.
Right.
Anyways.
Whenever you do a funny, what I'll do is I'll just click this button. And if it's really funny. All right.
Actually, genuinely made me laugh. I wasn't expecting because I can hear it directly in my head, so I feel like it's edited for me. You know.
Right.
I'm gonna play these for your. That's for your jokes.
How to woo ladies.
Mr. E. How do I make her love me, please?
You need a pickup line.
That's a good one.
Right.
John,
Yes.
what would you use?
Pickup line.
Oh, you will.
Are you a broom because you've swept me off my feet? Great pickup line.
You would just go, look on Discord. Yeah, see those reaction gifs? That's all me.
That's a pickup line.
And
I
then with your
mean,
thumb and hand, you
it's not wrong. It is all him.
direct it at yourself.
No.
You do a big
I'd have to
swinging
be-
motion where you go, that's
No.
me.
No, what I gotta do is go up to her and be like, "Listen to me. You're a 10."
Even use an actual JonTron meme. That's crazy. 10.
Yeah, I mean, I hate making that joke about myself, but you pushed me there. You did it.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm glad you think so.
And we got to think up a pickup line. What are we gonna say?
Ultimate Pickup Line
I tell you
Gamers
what one
Edition.
I've always hated. I've heard this one in like movies and stuff. Did it hurt? Huh? What? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? And it's like,
Yeah, it is annoying.
That's like the most stereotypical one. I'm not sure if it's actually because of like, it's feature in movies, it's use in real life at all. Pickup lines are kind of stupid because, in my opinion, because it kind of interrupts the whole flow. Like there's no like natural aspect to a pickup line. It's just you want to say something that sounds vaguely romantic to kind of interest the person rather than just talk to them and figure out their personality and make a judgment call from there.
that doesn't work on so many levels that I just I hate it.
Right.
You should.
I think 99% of pickup lines don't work on so many levels because again, it's just some unnatural thing that you just say in a desperate attempt to actually make someone like you, rather than just doing, the natural thing of having a conversation with the person and judging on whether or not they and you are both likable and compatible and all that.
You change it to, so how many weeks in the ICU?
See, that's better.
Did you get intubated? Was there a colostomy bag?
Did it hurt? There's something very crude about that.
Yeah.
It feels threatening off the bat. And then the idea is someone fell from the sky and you're like, oh, the main problem is that it hurts.
Yeah.
Instead of that you've been pulverized as you hit terminal velocity on the pavement. Because you're an angel. And it's just why don't you just say, hey, you're really good looking.
Yeah, just say hey, you're pretty. Compliment someone. Don't pick up line someone. That's my point, is pickup lines sound way too in your face and I am desperate kind of thing. Whereas if you just go up, say, hey, you're pretty. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's a more organic lead into a conversation than walking up and saying, Mississippi, Miss Ice, so whatever the You know, it's like, no, you're just sounding like a moron rather than actually having a conversation with a natural flow to it.
Turn fall damage off because you're still alive after you fell from a great height. And I can't think of another way it would have worked.
I think that is easily the worst pickup line.
It's the knock knock who's there of pickup lines.
It's the orange you glad I didn't say banana of pickup lines. Life without you.
I think it's the pickup line of pickup lines. It's like, because again, I don't think pickup lines are all that natural to begin with. It's like, it's a setup where it's like, yeah, you're clearly trying. It's not organic in any way.
Like a pencil without a lead, pointless. What about like, did it hurt when you washed up on the beach?
When my coffee spilled on you after you fell from heaven, after my scalding coffee.
I've lost my pencil.
You could make. I lost my.
Just cram them all in at once.
Just scream, I lost my.
Aren't you glad I
yeah.
on first date? Unless
there's a point to this, like my pencil.
Knock knock. Ad time. I'm Nordman, and I'm
okay. I'm gonna skip the ad here too because, again, you know, it's just like, why bother commentating over it? There's really nothing of substance to say about it, except go check out the deals and stuff. You know, link, all that.
10 different devices. Get 2 years plus 4 bonus months at nordvpn.com/incognito for democracy.
You know, I did it to like kind of like highlight some people, you know, like, hey, check it out. Go, you know, if you're interested. But yeah, there have been some responses like, why are you reacting to the ad? I don't know. Anyways.
Ad over.
Going on a date.
Okay, say somebody finally agrees to go on a date with us.
Yes.
Nah.
Good question.
That would be unlikely.
Okay, never take
to say
them
the
out
least.
to a restaurant. The dinner date is the worst.
Yeah,
okay.
Dinner's brutal for a first date.
It's far too confrontational. It's like going to a job interview as a first date.
You're locked in. There's no backing out.
Yep. If you go into a restaurant, once the flow of a conversation starts to get going, they have a bell in the kitchen and they go, quick, someone's conversing and having a good time. And then they send the waiter over and then he's like, just wanted to make sure everything was going well.
Okay.
That is true.
Oh, here's some. Never go to a movie on a first date.
Yeah, you're like just about to hit it off. The mood's right there. And then you just got to stop talking.
I assume this is copyrighted.
Well,
yeah, you're just like highly aware of all your physicalities.
It's like, let's hug while we watch Mufasa or whatever. What are you supposed to do? Like wrench them over the armrest, half arched over the armrest?
I mean, I guess you could.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You could pull up the armrest again, but I guess that would also ruin the mood because it's like, I can like lean over for a second. I gotta move the armrest. Let's get it all close. You know, there's really no natural thing going on there.
The best thing for a first date, just walk around.
Just walk around?
Then you don't even have to like look at each other. You walk around until you get hungry and you get coffee or whatever.
You know, if you're on the walking date...
That would, honestly, that would probably be, not the walking around part because, you know, just walking around, not really, you know, showing complete interest. But like going to get coffee or something would probably be the best setup. Because, again, it's like, you know, it's a low-key thing to do. There's no, like, fanciness, no grandioseness. And if you're not, like, if you haven't been dating for long enough to be in a committed relationship, you know, it's like, this is, like, a very, I shouldn't say non-committal way to do it, but it's, like, a very casual, like, setup to the relationship. Of course, you can do more fancy stuff once you're actually fully committed, so to speak, and all that. But yeah, this would be an interesting first time.
More likely to hit up like a hot dog stand or something, which it's a more natural meal, and then you can like look at some ducks in a pond or something.
Yeah, like you know, you go grab quick coffee, quick, you know, whatever the case may be, and then eat it like somewhere, or eat/drink it somewhere out in the open. Not really around people expecting anything or anything like that. Which is what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah.
That is really good advice, honestly. Like,
And you know what the best part is as well?
They're
If
actually
it's
giving
not
good advice in one of these videos.
going well, I'm gonna walk left. You go right.
yeah, you could just quickly kick a sewer drain, drop down there,
Do some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff.
like Mario Sunshine. Tons of public works to duck behind.
Yeah, I like the idea of the hot dog as well. You can, if it's going well, you share the hot dog, you meet in the middle with the onions.
The walk
What?
on the first date. So what about the second date? Where do you go on the second date?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm.
First, when you see them, wave. You know, they like that because you've seen them
That's-
before. You want
Right,
to
right.
acknowledge
Yeah,
them.
we've established. I'm establishing that I know you.
Right, yeah.
And you just go straight in for the kiss while you grab the chest. What do you think? Does that work?
If it was
Probably
me,
not.
Jontron, right?
Yes.
First thing I would do is be like, well, obviously, you know me from Flex Tape.
Right?
You know.
But they know me from the last date.
But Flex Tape is more important.
Yeah, and the previous tape. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Remember me from last week? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm back.
I'm also from Flex Tape, you know, big deal. I that got however many millions of views. I'm sure it's somewhere in the tens of millions of views. You know, so I'm a big deal. I'm sure you've heard of me, seen my work. Yeah, I've heard of you. We went on a date last week. Yeah, but I'm talking about the Flex Tape.
You can think of this as like the sequel to the date.
Right.
You should try to arrange your date like a movie arc as well. So if the first one,
Yeah, very intentionally organize a completely organic, you know, in real time thing as a scripted movie. You know, like Act 1, you know, exposition, all that, end up with Act 2. I mean, obviously, like Act 2, you know, rising tension. I mean, obviously, that's just kind of sort of how not events like that happen. I think that's why movies, like traditional movie structure, is probably so appealing because, like, yeah, on a date, you got, you know, the exposition, so to speak. You go up, you know, talk to each other for like 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. You start getting into the rising action of doing things throughout the date, climax, so to speak. You know, maybe kiss, whatever the case may be, depending on like how committed or how comfortable or whatever the case is you are with doing certain things. And then the falling tension is like, you know, leaving the date, like waiting for the next one. So I mean, dates are kind of sort of like you could analyze in real life a traditional structured story, like the same structure of a, you know, written scripted story.
goes well. The second one should go badly.
The first one's also low budget, right?
Yes.
We can go to a slightly more upscale establishment.
Right?
What's a place you have to pay to walk around? A zoo.
Disneyland?
Yeah. Okay, so you're walking around at Disneyland.
Yes.
But it has to go badly and then end on a cliffhanger to set up part 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to go maybe not badly because then there would be no third.
You're in the roller coaster.
Okay.
Everyone's loving it. But then you're like, I'm going to do a romantic gesture. You're going to stand up and make a big heart shape with your body.
This is
That's pretty impressive.
going to go
When that
great.
happens, it tips. You're hanging on to the side. Oh God, I'm gonna die. She's like, let me help you, right? Because she doesn't want you to die.
Maybe you should have put on your lap bar and all that.
Okay, so subconsciously, she's falling in love with you.
It's just the second date, and she's like, I kind of know him now. I feel like I'm obligated to help.
She
Right,
doesn't know
right.
about your many debts. She doesn't know about your many horrible habits. Yeah,
Your shortcomings.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
She hasn't figured out that you're wearing lifts in your shoes. It's working. Don't let go. I love you.
And then you let go.
That's it. That's a better way. Yes, you do let go.
Yeah.
You fall into a bush. It cut to black. Credits. Radioactive. It's like, and then
You run out the cast member exit. You go past all the people in the Mickey costumes.
Right?
And you leave the park, and
Uh-huh.
then somehow she doesn't know how this resolved.
yeah, well, it cuts black.
It's like a worse version of Titanic.
She doesn't know if you're dead. Then you wait a month.
1
She's
month
moved on.
later.
It was very scarring. But then
Right.
when she's on a date with some other guy, that's when you show up again. Remember me?
We got the third movie going now.
Maybe this kind of says something about her that she didn't even check if you actually died, because that would have been on the news. You know, she could have told, like, park staff, but she's just like, well,
it would have been at least the local news. Even if he doesn't die, they're still going to be like, hey, by the way, this guy fell out a roller coaster doing something stupid.
let go. I guess he's dead.
Yeah. That's
Oh, well.
A good point.
Does she even come down to check you in the bush?
Exactly.
That's a good piece of dating advice too, fellas. When you do fake your own death, she doesn't even check.
When, not if, because as we know, we just casually fake our own deaths. You know, everyone does at some point.
To see that you're dead. That's a deal breaker.
That might be a deal breaker. So
I think it is.
This one, okay?
Speed dating. I mean, doesn't sound good to me. I don't like the idea of online dating either, because again, these are just like, well, speed dating has its problems because, you know, it's just like a quick thing. I guess it's better than online dating, because online dating, you could just, you know, lie about your profile and then only be in it for the hookup, where speed dating, you at least get to know some facts about the person beforehand, before maybe doing some sort of commitment. But then again, you have to, like, I think, what is it? You get in groups, you know, like circle around people and stuff like that. So there are obvious issues with that, such as picking one girl over another, even if the other girl doesn't like you and the girl you ended up picking doesn't, and stuff like that. But anyways,
Here's the problem. We are going straight to, these are our stories. Real stories, real people, 60 minutes.
Right.
But instead, what we should be doing is,
Fake stories, 10 minutes.
who are you? And you've got 60 seconds.
Again, this goes back to, like, the whole lying thing as well. Like, speed dating, you could still lie with no, like, I mean, I guess you could lie on a first date regardless, but you know, with a committed date, you know, you kind of weed out those lies if they are present.
Right, so we're doing speed dating. You're you.
All right.
I'm a lady.
Hello,
Okay.
fair lass.
Hiya. Oh my gosh, I feel like I know you from somewhere. I feel like I saw...
Ah, yes, flex tape. After this video, I want to check how much flex tape actually has, viewer-wise.
Saw you on the news. Didn't you fake your own death?
Well, are we?
Oh yeah, that too.
Theme park?
Well, you see, when you say, did I fake my own death?
Snap, it cuts to black, credits.
What are you talking about credits? We're on a date.
It comes back.
Are you seeing things in your own head?
It comes back. JonTron is there. He's got a blood pack on the floor. He's going, I'm ready for day
It's the after
two.
credits scene.
The next woman, she is suspiciously wet.
Suspiciously wet. How do you mean
she's covered in seaweed
Suspiciously.
and has a blowhole in the top of her head.
I don't think this is a woman you think it is.
And she talks in a very low pitch.
Oh, nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
thank
Hey,
you
is
for
that
the
Steven
follow.
feature?
Yeah, we can check Discord later. Anyways, just don't want to interrupt this. Okay, but yeah, thank you for the follow. Anyways, let's get back to this.
Fish?
I don't want to have to keep doing the voice. Yeah, you know what? It is vestigial. I got a big septum piercing through it.
But yeah, so because I only stream on Kick on Mondays, so you know, I want to build up like a multi-platform audience. But yeah, because I mainly stream on Twitch. Yeah. So yeah, I mean every weekday on Twitch and Mondays on multi-streams. So yeah, I haven't been too consistent with that, come to think of it. Anyways.
You got it pierced. You got the blowhole pierced.
I did. You ever seen a blowhole, by the way? I thought it would be like a golf course hole. Like, yeah. And then
no.
It's not. It's just
it's really disappointing.
It looks like the shape of when you cut off someone's nose.
I mean, blowhole is effectively a nose. Like, that's basically its role. It's like just a nose that moved all the way back because, you know, whales need to breathe. And, yeah, that's the most effective way. Kind of like how a crocodile has his nose sit on the top of his head or the top of his snout rather than, like, in the middle of it.
You end up, you think you're getting like a nice, cute hole, and it's
Right.
it's Skeletor.
Yep, terrible. Anyway, you put a septum
Yeah,
piercing there.
it really
Loving it.
that's nice. And
Makes sense because that would be the septum area for whale.
was Papa Whale proud?
That's so rude.
Was
I am not a whale.
oh crap! This is what I get for assuming.
This is why my last relationship broke up. I'm out of here. Just walks into like some like net.
I'm not a whale. I just couldn't see it. That's all.
Right.
The sailor comes and frees her mercifully.
She sits down, takes off her headdress, scarab beetles.
Oh, okay.
They simply flow out. Okay.
All right, next.
No, what's somewhere with that?
Oh, all right, come back.
Come back.
I'm swiping right here.
Too late. She's gone.
Oh no. Oh well.
No, I can't do Judge Judy. I'll get sued.
No, Judge Judy, get back here.
Real stories, real people, real women. Judge Judy, pick me.
I don't remember you sounding like that. That's not Judge Judy. You're not Judge Judy. You're someone else.
I don't know how to do a Judge Judy impression. I don't know what she sounds like. Justice is blind, but so is love. Come here, you.
Mrs. Judith Shandling.
I'm just a sweet Southern belle.
No, it's Southern.
Accent, right?
I'm not
Put it
sure.
on for TV. People would never believe I could be
You can't
ruthless.
be the lady, Mr. Tron. You're the man.
Why?
Because
I'm
you're
doing
the
an impression
improv
to
man.
you. Well, I'm mirroring. I'm mirroring.
Mr. Trump,
Mirroring.
you've been guilty of a serious crime. Not bringing me some flowers.
Expect me to say guilty as charged.
Are you
Yo,
gonna
what's
ask me
up?
for my number, or are you?
Thanks for the follow. Yeah, Discord again. Yeah, again, just add in on all that place.
Plead the fifth.
Do that after
Oh,
stream.
I'll just get it in Discovery, babe. Got your address too. I've got the horrible text messages we sent each other, the really smutty ones. That's all in there.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta get. She's a married woman, Mr. Trot. You good?
Yeah, to me soon.
Before we get sued in the sued in the Texas District Court. Let's get out of here.
Okay, I think she's from New York, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's speed dating because that's like you take a bunch of amphetamines.
I was going to say speed. I was actually about to say speed dating.
Hey, what's your name? Let me shake your hand.
You look really beautiful. Clicks jaw.
Literal
What
speed.
are your hobbies? What are your interests? What do you like to do in the morning? Do you go for a run? What do you have first? Is anyone else's heart racing like 200 miles an hour at the moment? It's like crazy. Like my hands are shaking.
Oh my
Yeah,
heart is
that's
racing
kind
for
of what
you.
happens.
Also, it doesn't feel good.
When you
I
do
think there's some dirt underneath.
certain,
Hold on, let me clean it.
use certain substances.
Yeah, she's like scrubbing the table. I'm like, oh, I really love a woman who cleans. She goes into the kitchen, starts like taking over for the head chef.
Actually, Mr. Tronny, you're trying to win over like I love here. You're not the one that's supposed to be helping me.
Right.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna have some coffee?
Give me that mop. You forgot that corner. You didn't get that corner.
I'll hold the top of the mop. You hold the bottom of the mop. I'll change the angle and you do the sweeping motion. Okay, good.
You get more leverage on the mop this way when we both do it.
How about this? I'll shave the top of my head. You can attach my hair to half the broomstick. Then we snap the broomstick in half. I'll take the bottom half of the mop. Okay, go.
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I feel like I was doing a
What are we
Ben
talking
Shapiro.
Wait.
It does.
Ding! Next person comes in.
Ben Shapiro.
Move on.
Is that the Ayatollah Khomeini? I shaved off the beard and I'm hiding out.
You had asylum in France or something. Yeah,
I don't speak
you
French.
literally.
Please, Mr. Trump, pick me.
Go.
Going off the rails.
Ding,
Why don't we just not do public figures?
What
are you saying?
I don't know. Mr. Tron, can you hear
This whole thing went off the rails.
the sound of the bottom of a barrel being scraped?
Oh my god. Okay, listen. You've been making me date all these strange people.
Right.
It's your turn now. Here they come.
All right, yeah.
In with the fine ladies.
Ladies, please have a seat.
Internet historian.
Forming a crowd at the door.
Right.
One at a time.
Yeah.
She walks in.
Whoa.
You notice a little trail of whipped cream behind her. She sits down.
Go on.
She's got whipped cream and cherries, a big banana in the mouth for a smile.
Where is he going with this?
Slices on her eyes. She says, I'm the food lady.
Oh, it's just general
eating
food.
First? Be careful what you answer. Be careful.
There's an innuendo in there.
I'm a whole genre of things.
Except it's not in this case.
Spaghetti for hair.
You know what? Enchante. I go to kiss her.
I don't speak French.
I go to kiss her bear claw hand. What is? I go. What's your name, mademoiselle?
It's Danish. Cheese Danish.
The name's Coco Van. The name's.
My name is
Penne something or other.
My name is Michelin.
Michelin.
Before we consummate this marriage, let me just ask you a question. What do you find most attractive about me?
Yeah.
The whipped cream. It looks like the most tasty thing in the image.
How is this relationship possibly supposed to work? Aren't I going to have to keep her in the fridge?
A good lady keeps her spoilage to a minimum.
Okay.
Bring in the next one. No, I'm not dating the food creature.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I have feelings underneath all this fondant.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the next one. Would you date that?
I think we could make it work.
You think?
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, I would just
you're
imagine
making me feel
those
something,
branches
you know?
or whatever.
This is radish, by the way.
The thing is, you can grow these into a mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you grow like 3 or 4 particularly shaped radishes.
Uh-huh.
Hey there.
Till they go bad.
You want to get all the essential vitamins
and
tonight?
then all of a sudden, people are going, "Hey, how come your breath always smells like radishes?" And I'll go, "Never you mind. You mind your own business."
See, that's the one they tell you to worry about, and then that's you. How can you compete? This is what the average woman feels like, right? And she's
Okay.
with these social media radishes.
Right?
Are there any more sexy radishes?
I want to know.
You in another universe?
Boy, that really tells a story, that one.
It does.
Hey,
It does.
I think that's that girl from class. I heard she's already going back to seed.
Yeah, I heard she's being replanted already. I don't fucking know. Also, this is when you have that's when you have your baby
Aww.
and you're giving his first bath.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You sure it's mine? Thanks again to
You
North.
sure? Dude, that baby did not look like a radish. Just putting that out there. So we sure we gotta get some tests done. Anyways, just gonna show NordVPN. Okay, yeah, that was also a good video. What time? So yeah, I think that will be all for today. So with that being said, let us get to the full screen. So let me actually exit out of here. Do some checks real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. So yeah. So for any and all Kick viewers still with me, go check out my Twitch because that's where I'll be live most often. That's where I am live most often, exclusively. And hold on. So yeah, like I said, I only do occasional Kick streams. Let's see here. But yeah, so yeah, go check out all the links I've got in my description area. And Twitter is probably, if you don't follow me on any streaming platform or one platform and not another, and I'm streaming on one or the other or something like that, Twitter will probably be the best place for you to know when I go live and where and all that good stuff. Yeah, go make sure to check out all those places. And let me just check something real quick. I go here. Okay, and let's do, yeah, okay. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think that will be all for today. And yeah, tomorrow will be a Twitch only stream. So, like I said, make sure to go check all that out if you're not on Twitch or, Twitter or stuff like that. And with some gaming. And yeah, until next time, I will see you then. Goodbye.